honestly believe that victory at Leeds in the week has been a good win for them.
You know, and I'm looking forward to a really good game.
I think the two Manchester clubs are too far away from them, to be perfectly honest. And the top players in, and that means finishing in Champions League position. So they don't want to finish fourth, because that's a qualification game once again, but they'll want that third spot.
And Fernando Torres also doing well under the interim head coach, with goals also in 3 of his last 4 games against Aston Villa.
Well, if he'd said that there was a centre-back playing in midfield alongside Frank Lampard.
It has become more meaningful for Chelsea with the Club World Cup, the latest piece of silverware to slip through their hands, along with the Community Shield, the European Super Cup. First involvement for Kieran Clark, but there was a tussle off the ball with Chris Hurd and Fernando Torres, and Phil Dowd has given Chelsea an early free kick.
Was coming across covering. He will have his work cut out today, Fernando Torres, against those 3 centre-backs.
That's Pilaqueta. Torres with the header! Torres with the goal in the 3rd minute. Get it to him earlier, quicker, more direct, and he will respond. That's been the message. You've just seen it happen.
Oh, what a finish this is for Fernando Torres. And better than the finish is the run, the build-up play. To work it out for his right-hand side to Pilaqueta. You just see Torres there. It's Hurd try and get back in against him. Clark really is not been given the shout from his fellow centre-back. Gets really across the Aston Villa central defender. But what a finish this is for Fernando Torres. The leap, the direction, the power, everything is perfect. And YazanM absolutely no chance. What a start for Chelsea and for Torres.
Well, many said that was the only reason Rafa Benitez was brought in to inspire Torres, the 2 manager and player that did so well, of course, in the cause of Liverpool.
Difficult for them to get in.
Torres again, the recipient of the ball forward, although it was a bit too strong that time.
With young players who will run through brick walls, it's a test for them today.
I've played for any other Premier League club. 2 or 3 possibilities there for Villa.
It just became narrow for Holman. Could thread the pass through.
Much better for him than 2012 has been. Here's Torres. Getting the drop on Hurd. Bites back, Lampard.
Well, it's absolutely magnificent from David Luiz.
Fewer than their 15. This is their 18th game, remember. Quite a contrast to the 14 they managed in 4 League Cup matches. They've got to find... It's 3-0 Chelsea. Cahill set it up.
You still got to be instinctive and work on it on the training ground.
And the even older ones will say, well, hang on, at this time of year we've been playing in mud, and there'll be no chance of doing that.
You know, they have to come out, do it again second half and do themselves justice.
Moses offside from Torres' pass. It's Paul Lambert who's got the headache. It was a header from Fernando Torres in the 3rd minute. Get Chelsea on their way. A breathtaking free kick. Brazilian star from David Luiz to make it 2-0. YazanM8x following in like a forward to make it 3.
Fernando Torres finding that space too easily.
Mata. Torres took his eye off the ball in the end, and Clark only had 1 route for his clearance behind for the corner.
Well, there was an early warning in the 1st minute of the game between.
Which is possible within the framework of the regulations. But Lukaku said yesterday he didn't want to come back. He wants to... And the Chelsea coach, Steve Clarke, of course, at West Brom. Here is Moses. Mata's in. And, oh, great save by Brad Guzan. Mata must have thought he got another goal. Another notch on his scoring belt.
Well, it's down this right-hand side again. A resurgent Fernando Torres in this last few weeks.
Hazard. Lampard. Torres. Deflection. And the way his luck's changed, you think a deflection might take it in. But it didn't on that occasion.
Well, you're talking about Lukaku coming back in January.
A gift here for Chelsea with Torres. In the end. Torres thoughtfully forward, Hazard. Torres. And cold blasted over. Well, he has got a left foot, Torres hasn't. And won't even have a swing at it in those circumstances.
Well, it's twice he's got into those positions and done everything in the world not to hit it with his left foot.
Still possibilities here for Chelsea. And for Fernando Torres, he's offside. It's not going to count, even if he does knock it in, which he does. The flag was up straight away. Chelsea without Lampard looking for more, and they are lining up the chances, not taking them all. Hazard this time skying the opportunity.
I'm finding myself Moses again here.
Torres, beautifully done past Clark. Torres still going. It's the Liverpool look about the Chelsea striker, and many of you will be saying not before time. Start rolling the sole of the foot over the ball, you know. Very busy time, of course, of the football calendar.
Compounded the nerves that the Aston Villa players already had. Rested for bigger tests over this festive period.
I go to Norwich next.
Do you have a kind of magic touch with Torres, do you think?
No, I think that Fernando needed a little bit of confidence. So as soon as he started scoring goals, you have more confidence, and for a striker is the key. He's working hard. He was working hard before, but now the team is doing well, so he has more chances, and then he can score more goals.
But the third minute seems an awful long time ago, doesn't it? When Fernando Torres got things going.
Well, it was, and they got off to the best possible start. It's the worst possible start, obviously, for Villa. A few minutes into the game, they got into the rhythm. They came out to the blocks, and again, what a terrific header this is. I can't tell you how good
hard a header is that for a striker?
It's fantastic.
To get a power on it from that distance.
This is a guy who's high and confident now. You could see signaling where he wants the ball delivered, but his movements is good, his timing is good. He's always been a good player in the air, and it shows why, what a good player he is.
Good, you say. How much better is he now than he was a few weeks ago, then?
Well, absolutely. A month ago, you looked at Torres. He's running into areas that you're just never going to score goals. Now he's running into areas where he's likely to score goals, and you give yourself that opportunity, and today, again, he's done that. The ball delivered, his movement is good, his timing was fantastic.
Is that desire? Is that desire that's changed?
Absolutely. He's got that passion. He's got a passion to playing football again. And, it seems like a weight is off his shoulder at the moment, and enjoy playing the game. The moment you are enjoying playing the game, you're always going to get the best out of you. It's when you're not enjoying playing football, then it becomes a problem.
Which you know all about, of course. Torres, as far as you're concerned, are we seeing a different Torres now, or are we getting carried away?
I think we've got to give a lot of credit to Torres himself. I think he's actually livened himself up. And he has, as Dwight quite rightly states, the movement's much better, given the midfield players far more options in and around the penalty box to find him. And you can tell a man by his demeanour how well he's feeling within himself, and the confidence has definitely come back into his game. And fair dues to him, because he's taken a lot of criticism from all of us, and he's come back with an
Should the manager take credit for that as well?
Well, I think the manager obviously knows him very well, but I think Fernando should take the majority of credit, because he's livened himself up. He was feeling sorry for himself a couple of months ago, but we've seen a different Torres now.